Hello everyone, welcome to Loud Learner. Today we'll be talking about the book The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey. In his book, he talks about the 7 habits of highly effective people, where he centers his book around the average person's personal and professional habits. This is the focus of the book because it has these habits which make up your character. Everyone has habits. Some of these habits are good habits, some are bad, and some habits have little no impact on your daily life. So too much of the time people are unaware of their habits. Sometimes you write them off as unchangeable characteristics of your personality, but other times you may be entirely unaware that they exist. These habits may be obvious to everyone around you, but if you do not sit back and examine them, you find that you have dangerous habits that develop without your full awareness. So he talks about the 7 habits. So the habit number 1 is be proactive. Being proactive is one of the hardest habits to maintain. It is easier to let things come to you and cast off responsibility if you do not get the results you want. The reason that you need to be proactive is because you are the person who will make the most changes in your life. If you can't be an active participant in your own life, you can't expect to lead others. Recognize that you have responsibility. Rather than thinking problems are happening to us and are beyond our control, proactive people recognize that they have responsibility or responsibility, which Covey describes as the ability to choose how you respond to a given stimulus or situation. Coming back to the habit number 2 is begin with the end in mind. Once you have decided to gain control of your life, amazing things can happen. However, you still need to make your decisions strategically. Covey suggests that one of the best ways to incorporate habit 2 into your life is to develop a personal mission statement, focusing on your own uniqueness and then defining the personal, moral, and ethical guidelines within which you can most happily express and fulfill yourself. In habit number 3, he talks about the put first thing first. Habit 3 is all about prioritization. Just like habits, everyone has priorities, and these priorities vary from person to person. This is not a bad thing because it allows you to gain new perspectives. However, it is essential that you develop your habits and your priorities to meet your own goals. This follows habit 2 because it is the physical creation of your goals. Learning how to prioritize your activities according to your goals, it is essential for turning your goals into a reality. Like strategic planning, proper prioritization will help you work more efficiently because it cuts out needless work or at least puts it off until it is absolutely necessary. According to Covey, prioritization is not about learning how to manage your time, it is about learning how to manage yourself. In the habit number 4, he talks about think win-win principles or the principles of interpersonal leadership. So Covey explains that there are 6 paradigms of human interaction. First one is win-win, means if both people win, agreements or solutions are mutually beneficial and satisfying to both parties. Win-loss, if I win, you lose. Win-loss people are prone to using position, power, credentials, and personality to get their way. Win-loss, if I lose, you win. Win-loss people are quick to please and appease and seek strength from popularity or acceptance. Loss-loss, both people lose. When two determined, stubborn, ego-invested people interact, the results will be loss-loss. Win, people with the win mentality don't necessarily want someone else to lose. That irrelevant. What matters is that they get what they want. Win-win or no deal. If you can't reach an agreement that is mutually beneficial, there is no deal. Coming back to habit number 5, he talks about The seek first to understand, then to be understood. Before we can effectively interact with another person, we must seek to deeply understand them and their perspective through empathic learning. We typically seek first to be understood. Most people listen with the intent to reply, not to understand. At any given moment, they are either speaking or preparing to speak. In the habit number 6, we talk about synergize. So, synergize is a habit of creative cooperation. It is teamwork, open mindedness, and finding new solutions to problems. But it does not just happen on its own. It's a process where people bring all their personal experience and expertise to the table. Together, they can produce far better results they have could individually. It is the idea that the whole is greater than the sum of the parts. In habit number 7, he talks about saw. Sharpen the saw. Sharpen the saw means preserving the enhancing the greatest asset you have is you. It means having a balanced program for self-renewal in the 4 years of your life. For example, physical, social, mental, and spiritual. Thank you.